Oh, my homosexuals, I am back. And I am better than ever. Yeah, I know. I was gone a little bit longer than I meant to be. So it turns out, the other day, I put out a little thing. Whether you saw it or not, I felt a little strain in my right calf connecting to behind my knee. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to give it a day, make sure it's all good. And turns out it was not good. Luckily, I learned from my past experience, and I'm a little bit more wise now. And instead of trying to push through that pain and ignore the impending injury, I just was like, you know what? This is my body giving me a sign that I got to take some days off and just let it heal so I can come back at 100%, if not more. And oh boy, was that worth it. Seriously, I took I had a rest day and then 3 days where I was just doing my stretches and mobility work because it was really fucking strained. It was either like a moderate pull or a really hard strain, and it was not good. The day I came back in and I tried to do my snatches that I was doing today, I landed with the bar and it's really scary when a muscle feels like it's going to implode, when it's that stressed and compacted together to where it's just like it's holding on by that little fiber. And if you put any weight on it, it's just like that's going to be the next 6 months. And I just got through dealing with that with my knee. So we're not doing it again. I have learned. But again, I am emphatic to express that effort and that experience is worth it by all the means, because you got so much time, man. You gotta embrace the hope and faith for your future that you're gonna be able to do better next time, rather than banking everything and risking all of the accumulated effort into one single lift that you don't need to kill yourself on, And I could have gone heavy that day, and I was really hyped to do it. I was on pre-workout, so I was a little jittery. But I was like, no, I've done this before. I have to wait. I have to give my body that chance to recover, even if I'm not going to be as strong as I could have been at the end of it. And I don't know how, but I've never felt stronger. It is ridiculous how good today's workout was. I had some good homie hype. I had a guy across from me on a platform doing some power cleans. He's like, I've never done 245 for a triple before, and I'm just not confident in it, and I don't know what to do. And I was like, dude, I'm about to go hit 3 doubles at 235 on Snatch, so I'm gonna go hit these, and so if I hit these, you better hit this shit. So it's that fun little rivalry where you basically bank on each other's success to hype each other up even further, regardless of what happens. And you'll see it. It's honestly pretty wild. The first 2 working sets weren't great. The first set I had a group of kids sitting in front of me, so I really couldn't focus that well, and I caught it forward both times. I missed one of the reps. Second set, not too dissimilar. I missed one of the... luckily, I just missed that first rep and then brought it back way better. So that was some good progress there, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that just might be where I peak out today. But, you gotta really understand where that mental and physical boundaries are lying in the present moment, because I was sitting there talking to the homie about it, and I was like, well, shit, it feels great. I'm not fatigued whatsoever. My physical body does not feel sore at all after a top set. That just means it wasn't a top set, for me at least. I didn't hit that peak effort I wanted to. I was like, at the very least, I'm allowed to go for a third. So I got to give my body the experience of going for a third. And what do you fucking know? I don't know what it was, but I lined it the fuck up. I learned from those past 2 sets. And what a beautiful set. Not a single miss. Both reps were near perfect. I almost overshot the first one, which is way better than walking forward with it. That just means I whipped it too hard. And it looked easy. It felt extremely confident, even though I was putting in 100%. But that's some fucking progress, man. I got to that point and I was like, dude, I still have one more week at this rep range. After this is day 1 of the first week, and these are some high fucking progress days that I'm already seeing. It's making me think that next week, what if I put 245 on the bar for doubles? That'd be ridiculous, But it's possible. I might just be getting strong that quickly because my body's finally healing. My knee's finally getting better. Everything just feels where it needs to be. I'm not hurting anymore. You know, I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and I was like, it's nuts. But I you know, I'm always a happy guy. I'm always confident. I'm always trying to do my best and stay passionate. But this is the happiest I've been in a minute because I'm finally, there's no stress. You know, it's just me loving life, just doing the best that my body's got and just doing it. You know, I don't have to think twice. I can sit there and say, you know, well, I feel fucking amazing and my program is way better now. I've learned from my past experiences. So yeah, I'm going to go for that third set, motherfucker. It's awesome. It's a great feeling. I've got that confidence back, you know? Furthermore, on the overhead squat, I was pretty burned out, that normally happens after a heavy snatch day. I'm like, okay, well, you know, my expectations are around 265 for 3 sets of 4. I've never gone that heavy for several sets of 4. The last time I did, I think it was also a 3x4. I did 250 way back months ago when my knee was still okay, because I wasn't going that heavy on overhead squat back then. And it is, you know, I had, you know, a little lean forward on a couple of them because I wasn't as locked in as I would have wanted to be. But regardless, I held tight and I really finished the sets out strong. No elbow bends or, no lack of strength when it comes to it. It is ridiculous how easy, and not in every weight's always going to be hard to an extent, but like there was not a doubt in my mind, even on the third set of 4, that I was going to crush it with ease. It flew, even though I leaned forward a little bit. That's nuts. That is fucking bananas. The fact that next week I'm going to confidently put on 275 for 3 sets of 4 on overhead squat is fucking nuts, man. It is genuine proof that I have hit a new peak. We're killing it. I just want to see this progress transfer over to the clean and jerks, and it's definitely getting there. Last week was insane. So here's hoping, with my best efforts and my best passions, no expectation, whatever happens, happens. But dude, if I can throw something like 285 for some good doubles on clean and jerk, something like 320, 325 for some good sets of 4 on overhead or in front squat, oh man. What an experience, to really get to divulge and understand what your body's truly capable of in any state. I got to the snatch pulls fully fucking pumped up, and I was like, all right, well, now my CNS is burned the hell out, but, I'm trying to go in better increments so that I earn the weights along the way. Like with overhead squat, I could tell pretty quickly that 265 was going to fly, but I still have never gone that heavy with that percentages or that rep scheme before, so I really wanted to earn it before I threw 275 on so I could confidently surpass my previous strength. And so like right now, going from sets of 6 to sets of 4, I'm making about a 20-pound jump between the weights because I don't want to overdo it, and I have 2 weeks to really feel out what feels the best. So I'm gonna, next week today I did 365 for doubles on snatch pull. So next week we'll see if I can push a little bit more, but it felt great. I felt like I could leave the gym without even being tired almost. And to top it all off, the fucking cherry on top was I got to the sled pulls at the end, and I'm putting on over 3 plates now, walking with that shit, and my knees never felt better, man. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience to really reassemble what your body's capable of in a new way that you've never experienced, even though you knew you had it in you the whole time, Oh, man. Sorry, I'm burnt the hell out. I'm losing my voice going so hard on this shit. Physically. Dude. 9.85. For sure. Like, it's nuts how peaked I was today. It would have been a 9.9 if I did the 275 set on overhead squats. So next week, we might be looking at that. It's nuts. Mentally, I'm going to just put it at the exact same. I feel fully aligned with my body. I'm at a 9.85 as well when it comes to my mental. Because it was a great fucking day. I was just talking to everybody, just shooting the shit, hyping everyone up while they hype me up. Just loving what we're doing, man. There's just no extra thoughts. You know, sometimes I think about what I want to do in the long term with my life, and it's really reassuring to know that this is one of them. You know, with confidence, I can say that this is where I want to be. That I know I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing with the best and utmost passion I can get to. You know, even more than that, I've essentially I've been reborn through bum-ass knees. It sounds ridiculous, but it's all this pain and struggle and effort and passion and everything, you know? It's that accumulation of continuously pushing through and doing your absolute best no matter what happens or how you feel or what you want. You know, just doing what you know will be best for you regardless of how hard it is. Because if you look back at the videos from 3-4 months ago when I'm first encountering my knee injury and really having to rehab through it, the mental was in the tubes. You know, I may have tried to act a little bit better than I was, but I'd come in with high-ass hopes, doing my absolute best, and most days I was leaving the gym feeling like shit because I knew I had more in me, but it was the fact that I also knew I had to take the time that it was going to, you know, that I had to earn to get back to where I used to be, you know, and I'm never going to compare, but I want to. It's not even about getting back to where I used to be. It's about surpassing a new self of my own abilities. You know, I don't want to recreate what I've already done. I want to destroy those expectations and find something new like I did today. You know, what I've been doing this past month. I'm finally back in it. I feel in control of what I want to be passionate and loving about, you know? And through all the shit, you could look back and watch all those videos for months on end of me just eating shit, being in a rough state, moving, finding jobs, dealing with family shit. Everything was just coming at me left and right. But I don't sit there and say that life's coming after me. I sit there and I say, okay, well, I've been given a deck of cards to deal with when it comes to life. And I can either play with them to the best of my abilities that I can do right now and be grateful for that, for the sake of just being conscious and living, or I can say fuck it and just hate what I'm doing and live a negative lifestyle. And that is not fucking me. That ain't it, man. There's so much more to it. There's so much more to live for than the fucking numbers in this world. Everything gets so centered around the statistics and the materialistic shit that you don't need, you know? You gotta just get, you know, food, water, shelter, man. Beyond that, have fun. You know, don't throw your life away and waste everything that you've worked for, and make sure you have at least a little bit of security so that you can continue moving on through the years with as much comfortable passion that you can have. But if you need to take some risks sometimes or have a little fun, embrace it. You know, I'm not telling you to spend your life savings or throw all the work away you've done just because you need a break. But, you know, give yourself those comfortable gaps of rehabilitation. You know, like, because the past 4 days while my calf was healing, it was really nice to really just hang out in the house with the homies and give it a minute, you know, just really have fun in other ways that I haven't been giving attention to for a while. And on top of that, look at the past 5.5 months since my knee exploded. Even though I felt great and it didn't even get injured on an actual lift, it happened the next day. It feels so dumb that something that I barely even felt took 5.5 months to actually rehab through and get back to a new peak. But that gap of reassurance and revitalization is what has gotten to me to this newfound point in the present day. You know, the past you isn't coming back to save you, and it's not going to show you any fucking pity. So you might as well make the most of today and be appreciative that you could do anything. Because there's paraplegics, there's people with organ failure, there's people who are blind, there's always something worse. But rather than say shoulda, woulda, coulda, you say, well, at least I did this. And at least I put the best of my abilities to it for what I was capable of today with my maximum passionate effort. You know? It's that fucking simple. You let life happen and you just enjoy the moment and flow with it. Life gets a whole lot easier than you can know. It's a wonderful fucking experience to be able to love life to its fullest without letting the little shit cloud your mind when it really doesn't have that deep a hold on you. You know? You're only as negative as you allow yourself to be. And I truly believe that. It's a mindset. You gotta train it. It doesn't happen in a day. But these months and months and months of me going through the shit has further reaffirmed to myself that I can do fucking anything as long as I put in that effort to get there. You know, whatever my body's capable of, I will reach that point because I'm never gonna fucking stop. And that's what's important. But anyway, I'm fucking done. I am tired of shit, and I am ecstatic, I'm passionate, I'm loving, and I'm gonna go on a date night like I've never had before because I'm hype as fuck. The girlfriend is gonna get a lot of pre-workout, post-workout energy, but whatever. What a day. What a great fucking day. I hope you guys can at least hear this and think, God damn, that's what it's fucking about. You know? Ugh. Well, let me know how your Listen Lives have been going. I gotta get out of here, but I really appreciate y'all sticking around and showing the love and support. I've noticed more people have been dropping by, and it's been really cool. So it's always great to see, or get to know that there's new eyes peeking on this shit, and hopefully getting some perspective or experience from the shit that I've gone through to better their own personal lives for their own sake, you know? But other than that, I will be back tomorrow, as always. We got power clean and jerks and heavy back squats, no pause. So it's going to be quite a fucking day. We're going to see what's capable, what's possible. Just run with it, you know? Just really enjoy what my body can give. I'm just going to keep fucking doing it no matter what. That's what I'm talking about. So be patient. I will be back. I appreciate y'all hanging out while I was gone for a couple of days, rehabbing my body, but we are back. We are in it to fucking win it. And I love you guys. I mean that shit. I'll see you later. Bye.